gonna be me. It's gonna be you. Yep. Try to tell these dumbasses they don't want to listen. They're not gonna speak bad on her though. They're not gonna speak bad on her. That's the one thing, and they're not gonna question her. It's none of their fucking business. Grown ass people can fucking be there. Yeah, I'm fine. But she's
Oh.
no, she's legit because it's defamation of character on her name. The fucking KJ called her a predator and predatory ways when she had no intentions for no children or nothing. This had nothing to do like Elias.
You were 18. It doesn't
Yep, and
matter
I
if there's an
addressed
age gap.
Elia.
You
I
were
don't. Yes,
18.
it does not matter. She can't speak for us because in the United States that's legal. That's not predatory. It's nothing. And the fact that you called her predatory, she went to her brother, which is a lawyer that's going to be paid for, and called the cops on you. I just want every one of you that spoke up in there. She recorded it. I sent it straight to her when I addressed Elia about it because I needed her to hear what I was saying so everyone could see. So yes, I'm telling you right now, it was two consenting adults. The fact that you're speaking even on her and calling her predatory speaks volumes for you, KJ. And I had the right to defend her and stand up against all of you, okay? I was with her. I was in that family, okay? It ain't nothing to fucking do with you. You ain't owed an explanation for nobody. You are not owed a motherfucking thing. Cops are here making my report right now on every single one of them, giving the screen names and more. My brother is taking full investigation on this. This is going to be handled. I will not be called a predator and you will not be attacked like that. You did nothing wrong but state how we dated because of a lot of situations, explaining that you was an adult and she wasn't, how that's wrong. So let them speak on me. Oh, girl. Yep. Tell them. I don't care, Lynn. You know, honestly, they can keep doing whatever the fuck they're doing. That's fine. Lynn, I'm glad that you got your brother involved. I'm glad that you got the cops there, that you're making full reports on them, because Alabama has laws against that, and they don't realize that. I'm fine, but they're not going to do that. They're not going to twist that. KJ has turned into a bully. I see that. She doesn't let people truly talk when it's two stories. She only lets one side be heard, then she brings somebody else an hour and a half fucking later when they're literally involved with it. So you know what? That's fine, KJ. That's fine. All of you keep doing what you're doing, and you can find out the hard way. Because now you can find out. Lynn said she don't, and she didn't. She is not ordered to get in no box with you and explain nothing. She does not have to sit there and tell you shit. Do you understand that? Again, let me explain this to you. She's a grown woman you spoke on, and you called her a predator, and she's not even on here. All right, just because I sent it to her and she came in and watched, and she recorded that for her cops and lawyers, that's on you because you wanted to call her a predator. Yep. Well, KJ over there wanted to address Elia and them about the stuff that Elia did when she was dating somebody, right? So I told Elia how I was 18 years old and I dated my substitute teacher that was literally 36 and stuff, that I made the first pass, I hit on her and everything like that. I was an adult. I made the first pass. She never hit on no child. I was of age. I wanted an older woman. I thought it was fucking hot. I thought it was sexy, and I got what I wanted. So again, I waited till I was 18 years old. What, did do nothing wrong. Went to a bar. Ended up at her house, and you're mad, and I stayed with this woman for 6 years. Now, let me tell you this, okay? I was of age. Of age. All right? It's literally because you said the word teacher. Yeah, you can't. And then literally they try to make it like teachers are predators because they got with someone a little younger. That was an adult. So she's trying to make teachers a predator now? Substitute teachers are predators now? You can throw that word out real quick, can't you? Can't you, KJ? Yeah, you say the most ever. You like to say the R word. Yeah, you like to say the R word, all kind of things over there at KJ. You have been very offensive to people because you say you're in a different country and it doesn't matter what you say over there. You said the FAGGOT word in front of me several times, knowing it was a slur to me, and you kept saying it. And I still looked over all that shit. But the fact that you want to sit here, and talk about someone that was legal, an adult, that you didn't know, and say she needed to get a box to tell them to stop when I was saying straight up, she said stop. She don't have to get a box. You're trying to harass her now. She don't owe you a motherfucking thing, KJ Show. She ain't coming to your show. She don't give a fuck about your views or your clouds. The fact that you sat there and tried to make me look like it was bad, and I had to raise my voice to defend somebody because y'all wanted to call her a predator? Nah, fuck you. Y'all have no rights to call nobody a predator. No one but Aliyah and the people like Jeremy.
I didn't know that shit about Aliyah, so I have to back away from her
Yeah,
because
no,
I
I'm
am not okay with that.
not okay with none of this. It's always fucking some stupid contradiction bullshit over there. It's never any civil fucking ground. And the fact that you wanted to call a grown woman that has a whole life for her ahead of her a P3DO and the comment says she need to be reported. You can't report someone that was 100% adult, you dumb motherfuckers. And you want to say I was a teenager? I was a grown ass adult, you dumb bitch. 18 is a grown ass man by law. By law.
The cops would have laughed at her. They tried to report because you were 18.
18 years old. She wants to talk about she was your substitute teacher. She taught one week because my teacher was sick. And because I remember her being my substitute teacher, had a crush on her when she came in. And I got with her when I was 18 because I seen her at a bar and hit on her. Oh my God, that's such a fucking
Wait,
crime.
hi Dalton. Want to say, been following you for a minute, and you're an amazing person, Savage. You're an amazing person as well. I just wanted to clarify something. An 18 is actually an adult. You are able to get a job. You are able to do a whole bunch of things, drive and all that other stuff. So 18 is not considered a teenager. Um, for those reasons, of course, I was actually working at 18. You can go to school and work.
You're a
At the end
grown
of the
man in the legal law. You're a grown man by society. You're a grown man in this world to move out and start your own life to get married. You can sign up for the military. You're a grown man. There was nothing illegal, no predatory way. The fact that you had to flip it on her and be like, well, she must have been predatory to think on such. She didn't make the first move. I did. She didn't hit on no kids. I hit on her when I was an adult.
it doesn't. It actually, Dalton, it doesn't matter who hit on who though, because
Mm-mm.
at the end of the day, you are an adult.
Adults. It does not matter. It does not matter what you think. It does not matter what you give a fuck about. There's no wrong. Not
Right.
one bit. But for her to sit there and say the slur she does, the R word, I'm done with KJ. I don't want to be in a panel with somebody that literally is clout chasing off this and laughing in the background, not giving a fuck when she's wrong her fucking self. And then you want to go after a girl. I told you to stop. I told y'all y'all wanted to keep running your fucking mouth. So yeah, I went off on every one of you. And I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a damn if you're a man or a woman. If you're going to call someone a predator that I was with that helped take care of their kids, then the fact that y'all turned it on me when it was about Aliyah and that it was about something else and y'all wanted to flip it back to Lynn, I said, don't talk about that. I didn't address that to y'all. I addressed it live. It doesn't matter if it's on the internet in front of 500 fucking people. I addressed it to Aliyah. That was the end of discussion, what I said. And there was nothing else that y'all needed to give a fuck about because it was a grown ass adult, you delusional fucking morons.
Exactly. You were 18. It was nothing like Aliyah where he was fucking 15 and she was 20 something.
That's
It's
all they
way
done.
fucking different.
Exactly.
KJ doesn't want a talk show. She wants the same drama because she knows that's where the views is. That's why she kept Faith going after she lied and said it wasn't going to be no more, but kept her going for 3 more days. Just like the fact that they wanted to say that Jeremy wanted to get in the box. Girl, you've did this shit with Jeremy for days. You know what the fuck is up. So I don't give a fuck no more. But the fact that you called Lynn a predator, the fact that I will defend her and stand up for her, and the fact that you want to act out like you did, I can't wait to see when she sues y'all's ass. Because she has the money. Her family's rich. Just like you, KJ.
Then they
But she
said,
doesn't come on here trying to gloat it and make other people feel poor because, oh, you live in a mansion that looks like an apartment building on the outside with an elevator in it.
well, then they said, why is an 18-year-old at a bar? But I commented, it's 18.
It's
Most bars, it's
18.
18 to enter, 21 to drink.
Okay, I didn't even tell them where I was at, nor did they know where I was at when I met her. But I'm going to say this. I was 18 years old. If you know anything about the United States anyways, it's 18 to get in. 18 to get in, all right? And you get stamped because you can't drink, all right? You know, Canadian, though, is legal at 18 to drink. I don't think y'all know that, do you? I didn't know if you knew about
No.
Canada's laws, right? But that's fine. You didn't know where she lived at or where I lived at during this time, where my last school was. Y'all didn't know none of this. No, but that's okay
But
because
none of that matters though,
it
D,
really doesn't.
because you were 18.
It
You were
doesn't.
fucking 18.
But
And
even
when did you say you were intoxicated?
I did say I was intoxicated because I was drunk, but I was legal to drink. That was the thing about it. I was in a place where it was 18 and up to drink. Literally, you could buy it at the store with your ID. Just curious. Your comment didn't come through. So, I don't know what you said. Oh no, they got the reaction they wanted today. They was like, oh, that's don't know. I'm standing up for someone that you called a predator that's not. I'm standing up for someone that deserved respect that y'all didn't want to give and wanted to literally make look like a weirdo. Yeah, no. No. Y'all want to throw that predator around. They need to make a law that if you false claim someone, that you get charged to be a predator because you false claim somebody. 21 is
But
the
she was okay to let
silent
Rissa talk
listener.
about my DV.
Silent listener, did you not just hear what I just said? First of all, I said if I was in the United States, all right, it's 18 to get in a bar, not to drink, all right. I wasn't in the United States, all right. I was in Vancouver, Canada, since y'all want to know so damn much where I was at, okay. And if you look up Canada's laws, all right, if you look up Canada's laws, it is 18 to drink, all right, 18 to drink in Canada. So again, y'all need to find your stuff out. Stop worrying about other people. But yes, it is. It was 18 then. It's 19 now. It was 18 then. You do know how many years ago that was? I'm 34, right? You do know
I
that
used to
was
work at a bar, and
that was
even if it was
16.
18, they were still drinking.
Yeah, yeah. It was 16 years ago for me. Okay, I'm 34. All right. 16 years ago. They didn't have all these laws. Okay, they didn't have the 19 to buy tobacco in America. It was 18. They didn't have the 21 to drink. Certain things. It was 21 to drink always here. Yes, but there was certain laws in certain countries that was very different. Just like in Mexico, I forgot how old it is, but it's like you pop a top in there, you can drink. Is the whole thing.
14 in
14,
Mexico.
yeah. UK was 16. See, yeah. People drink before 21 all over the U.S. That's the ways around. Of course they do. Of course they do. It doesn't
That's just
mean.
like tobacco. Tobacco
But
used to be
even if I
18, now
was
it's 21.
even if I was 18 and I drunk, why does it matter? I was an adult, even though it might not have been legal to buy or whatever. Why does it matter? But the point is, y'all were throwing something way out where I wasn't even in the United States. Didn't give a fuck about any of this, and it was somebody that I hit on that was literally an adult with an adult. I don't get that.
Can I say something real quick that's totally off topic?
Yeah.
So, I I went in Face Live because wanted to tell her I forgive her for what she did to me, and now people are kind of dragging me for saying that. What did I do wrong in that situation?
You got in it. That's all you had to do. It doesn't matter if you was right or wrong, honey. You jumping in a box or jumping in somewhere, putting your opinion out there like that. People are gonna have their opinions too, and they're gonna. Some people are not nice. They drag, and you didn't have to do nothing to be dragged. People are pathetic, and they have insecurities that they push onto others. They're not happy in their own lives a lot of times, so they come to the internet to bully people. A lot of the people that bully actually was bullied in school, in home life. A lot of them are not happy. So they want to bring everybody around them down. So they're not happy either. Nobody wants to see somebody succeed. I don't know why why the world's like this. Thank you. We should want people to succeed even when they did wrong. You should want them to do better. Thank you, Farah. And that's what I want for Blue. I want that for Melanie. I want that for Des. I want that for Becca. I want that for Rizza. I want them to grow. Thank you, Farah. I love you so much. She just randomly pops in and shows love with so much support, you guys.
Hey,
But
Dalton, it'd be easier not to try to figure that out because then you're just going to drive yourself insane.
well, it's not even figuring it out. It's just logic. Like if you really think about it, hurt people hurt people. When People don't have happy lives.
That part.
They
No,
bring
yeah.
they bring other people down with them. If you're a bad person, you usually have people around you that are bad people. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm being honest. Like who you set with influences you too. You don't realize it. You get so used to your surroundings and the things they do that you get comfortable, and then you start sometimes becoming that, and you don't see it.
Yeah, because we always mirror the people that we're around.
18 is not a teen. It's a legal adult. You might need to educate yourself, you dumb fucks.
I think we didn't we just go through that. At
No, no.
18, you're allowed to work, you're allowed to enlist, you're allowed to do all this other stuff, and still go to school while you're doing it too. So,
Oh
I
no,
mean,
we're not allowed to be an adult even at 18. When I was living on my own, had my own car, my own home, did not live with my parents at all. I voted. I had money in my bank account that wasn't my parents. Ain't that a shocker? At 18.
I was the same way.
Like, it's not hard to make money. It's not hard to have a job. My first job, and I am so proud of this, my first ever job was when I was 16 years old, and I worked at the Huddle House. And you know what I was so proud of? Flipping a fucking egg in a pan. You know, I was so fucking proud of that. At 16, I could flip a fucking egg in a pan and not bust it.
I was
Thank you,
a
fair.
mine was
janitor at the
McDonald's.
school when I was 16.
Mine was
At
McDonald's.
15, I was flipping burgers at Wendy's.
See,
Yeah,
I
when I was
didn't work.
14, I baled hay.
Thank you, fair. I
Burger.
didn't work fast food. I don't consider Huddle House fast food because they're like cooking your food. You still have to wait for it and eat if you want to sit there or whatever. But it is a fast food. But I never
Oh
worked
my
at like
gosh, Sarah,
McDonald's,
that's so
Burger Kings,
cool.
any of
Oh,
that.
that
The
was
only one that
pretty.
I ever did work at, one of them, was Taco Bell, but I didn't cook the food. I came in because I became a manager at a restaurant and they needed a manager. So I seen the position, but I told them I don't cook. I don't do that. I'm not for that. I'm not about that. So when I came in, I did the books, paperwork, bank draws. I had to go and do all of the weekly statements, which was like who works this day, who works this day, what shift you're going to be on. This person called out, so I did all of that stuff. I did bookworks, paperwork. So it was really cool job, and I got paid $14 an hour back then to do it. So I was making good money, you guys.
So basically, you were an accountant,
I,
basically.
Well, I was
I
an
was
So,
accountant.
15 when I started at Wendy's as a cashier, and by the time I left there at 18, I was the assistant manager,
Nice.
living on my own. I started living on my own when I was 16 years old.
Thank you,
congrats,
Farrah.
I
congratulations
baled
on that.
hay from
That's really
14 to
cool.
16.
Hey, listen, they wouldn't let me
Did
join
that
the
too.
army. So let me tell you about this, okay? I tried to enjoy it. I tried to join the army. I really did. But I have asthma, emphysema at that time. I didn't have COPD. It hadn't come yet. I haven't like got COPD. I don't know how. But during that time, I couldn't run. I could not. I would wheeze trying to run like literally just around one loop, and it was affecting my heart and everything like that. And then I was having a lot of problems because I had gotten to a wreck. I don't know if y'all know about this, but I showed Savage my paperwork. I got into a wreck and I hit my head and I have a scar on the side of my head that I'll show y'all one day when I move my hair. So that messed me up for a little bit. So I couldn't join, and now I definitely can't join. I have a heart disease. I have COPD, asthma, emphysema. They told me no.
Now, I was actually able to enlist in the Navy, but I thought that the letter that came for me was a joke. And when I graduated, I ended up telling my um, lieutenant commander. I asked him. I said, "Hey, I received this, but I didn't want to say anything because I thought it was a joke." And he said, "Well, you're out of luck since you started
Oh, thank you,
smoking." But he said,
Sarah.
"This is actually real, and you could have gotten in." I was like, "Fuck."
And I'm not lying about that, you guys. For the ones that want to come in the comments, they used to come to our school. I don't know if y'all remember this back in the day when the army would come to your school and they would have the
I was
pull-up
in
bar.
ICC all 4 years of high
you,
school.
you had to do the pull-up bar that they
Yep.
had. Well, that's when I tried, and they told me I couldn't. And then my brother joined. He was actually in it. He got a honorable discharge. He got hurt jumping out of a plane. He jumped. He was a or what are they called? The ones that do the parachutes and they land and stuff like that. He landed on his leg wrong, and he shattered his whole leg. Hmm
They started
Thank you,
recruiting us
Ferris.
at 11th grade. They started like trying to sign us up.
Yeah, yeah.
I
They
was in the
they
ROTC, Air Force ROTC, all 4 years of high school.
It's so
Uh,
cute here when you go down to Oregon's theme park days that they have down here. They have a lot of the young recruiters wearing their uniforms, like the 16, 17-year-olds wearing the little uniforms and the hats. It's the cutest thing, for real. Like they're standing there so in style. And I'm like, did they send y'all to boot camp? I'm like, oh my Lord, I feel like you already went to boot camp.
they have one. They have people who do that down in San Antonio. Like they'll go to the Riverwalk when they're like on vacation, and they'll walk in their uniforms down the Riverwalk, and all that is amazing. And I always tell them thank you for your service because you know what, those people they know what they're fighting for, and I will always honor them.
Yes, thank you to anybody that served our country, for real. Anybody. I don't care if y'all have the differences between Army and Navy and all that. I don't care who you are. If you're doing something
Thank
for our
you.
for our planet to protect us in ways of the human nature, whether you're
Oh, thank you.
Army, Navy, cop, veteran, ambulance, anybody like that, even a teacher to knowledge, like I'm proud of y'all. Y'all are doing stuff that a lot of us are not educated to do, but also on top of it could not do.
My
There's certain
brother,
people that is not
Baby
instantly
boy, I'm
able.
about to block you.
my
Uh,
brother actually did serve in the Marines. So did my uncle. My brother he did retire from the Marines. He's
uh,
safely here.
don't block. No, let him come back. Let him come back real quick. I want to address this. I never lied about Kevin. Just because I called him twin because I was raised with him for 14 years and I called him twin does not mean he was pushed out of my mama's hoo-ha. Let me go ahead and say this for you loud and clear, okay? I do have two brothers. I have a half brother named Eric, and then since y'all like to contact my family so much, why don't you contact them to find out because they'd tell you. And I have a full brother named Dustin. So again, you Moores, before you come in here and act like I don't have family. I don't have family. Oh my God, I'm the only person in the world that don't have family. You need to do some education. You need to do some research since y'all like to call my family. What's the heart disease? I have MVP. That they say you can smoke. They didn't say I can smoke. They actually recommend I don't smoke. But that's my choice to Bob Marley if I want to. God put it here, and God's gonna take me out of this world. So if He put something here for me to use,
Anybody with breathing problems, they tell you not to smoke,
they tell you
but
every
we do it
time.
anyways.
We don't do it how many you do a day. It's called microvalve prolapse. It's where your valves don't open and close properly, which pushes arteries and blood clotages backwards. It doesn't cause a heart attack, but it can cause you to have open heart surgery, stents, and more. It can lead up to where certain problems lead to feeling like heart attacks, where you're having things, it feels like little needles to your heart. You have pressure on it. You feel your heart constantly feeling heavy in your chest. I also took a Tylenol for it, but I haven't found me a doctor here yet, an actual doctor. See, I can go to the hospital, yes, but I need an actual doctor, and I'm looking for one. But where I live at, since y'all know, it's such a small town, you want to go ahead and find me one, then you can find me one. But honestly, I wouldn't trust your recommendations. You'd probably give me, it's being real. Any more?
You're so funny, Dalton.
Well, I mean,
I just
full
want to say this:
stop. I'm an
family's more than blood.
ASIB, and no matter what, you shouldn't be smoking again. I never said I should be smoking. Um, and I know exactly who this is now. Hi. You need a life. You have no life other than stalking me, huh? Damn. Have you touched grass today? Have you got out your house? I hope so. You must be really bored. Yeah.
Must be, 'cause they in here talking a lot of smack.
Yes, I'm telling you. Anybody, if you know my town, which they've already doxed it a million times, you know how small my town is. It is literally a retirement ocean town. It's all ocean surrounding the whole island. It's an island. You take a bridge literally to get over to it. So, I mean, what you want? I know. I know they're fancy like apples. They're really not even starting shit. Cannot stop talking about you. Oh, let's hear it. Here, we'll give them their little 5 minutes of.
It was like when he was like mom, like when he was saying his mom wanted to take them to the Jerry Springer show. Yeah, that's when I was like, what? And also, quick question.
It was a
Hold on,
joke.
How old is Dalton?
I don't want the screenshots of Blue. I don't care.
I don't know. He's 34. I didn't know.
Thank you.
Okay, if he's 34 and he was 18 and she was 38, how old is the granny now? He said that was 12 years ago.
It was 12 years ago.
And he said it was 6 years. No, she's 50. No, she's 20 years older than him. Holy shit, but she's 58? Hold on. He said that was 12 years ago? 12 years ago, he was 22. He said that was 12 years ago. 12 years ago, he would have been 22. So either his math isn't math.
That's when we broke up. I told you we only stayed together for a few years, and I still lived with her until I was 26. I said that over there. I never said we dated for 10 to 20 years. Oh my God.
Dalton and Elia have the same issue. Timelines are not nothing.
Oh no, I can prove my timeline.
People sometimes people forget dates or
Oh, I didn't forget the date I broke up with her when I was 22. I stayed living with her for 4 more years. Me and my mother actually lived with her, if they want to know that so bad. We lived in Sax, Alabama. We sure did. Fancy house. A real nice one. We had a chandelier in the front door as soon as you walked in with a double crescent staircase. On top of that, if you really are so upset with it, you could go back and see videos and all kind of stuff that I posted, meeting her again, spending time with the family again. Just went out and seen them just a few months ago in Alabama. Oh my God, it's so horrible.
At this point, I don't even know if that teacher exists. If Dalton was just trying to.
Oh, Lynn doesn't exist.
And I think Dalton does that. I think 100% he does do that. Because
you are beautiful.
Because you keep spamming. No, Tiara, that's not true. The reason why my moderators are muting you, troglodyte, is because you are coming out here talking shit, spamming the comments, and they don't want you to sit with them anymore. See, that is an audience. It's a virtual audience, meaning if you were an actual talk show, you would be
because they try to say the woman I dated when I was 18 was a predator.
In my country, we say footstep.
They try to say someone that dated 2 adults dated is a predator.
Sharing information. Come say it with him out. Not with a fake ass profile.
Yeah.
My moderators don't moderate for anybody else. In fact, I don't give a shit about my moderators in that sphere.
You don't give a shit about nobody.
Moderators. I love these people. They're a part of my community.
Yeah.
However, these are not my friends.
Did you know that someone dating an 18-year-old? Yeah, did you know someone dating an 18-year-old was a predator? Damn. She wasn't my teacher. She was a substitute teacher brought in rarely. Okay, she didn't substitute all the time. She was brought in rarely. Okay, she came in 1 week to substitute because my teacher was sick. Okay, I had a crush on her. She never made a pass, never hit on me. I didn't hit on her, nothing. I seen her when I was 18 and a half years old. You guys, I hit on her. We got runked together. And I ended up at her house and we got together. Are you so mad that I liked older women? Oh my God. No, I never met her through school. No, I never spoke to her in school.
that's just like me. I like older men.
When she came in, I never spoke to her, never addressed her. She never addressed me. I thought she was hot. Yes, I did. I thought she was absolutely fucking fire when I saw her come in. They had didn't see her for another half a year. When I left fucking school, went to Canada, where she lived at, because she ended up transferring several times, doing foreign exchange programs and shit. Met her up there at a bar in Vancouver. Y'all were mad because I ended up with her. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so horrible.
Fake profile. Wow, you're so passionate. Spam. Go talk to Dalton. Go talk about Dalton kids. Dalton, don't come here and talk about him here.
Oh, they talking about my kids over there.
Like, who do you think we are? My thing is, listening to this story, when I was in my 20s, I watched a show called Pretty Little Liars. And there's a storyline there where one of the teachers met his student in a bar and they started a relationship for like 5 years.
I have pictures of Lynn. I have real proof of Lynn.
You know the show, right?
Y'all are wild.
I've come in your life before.
She's been in my life. She said it straight up in the fucking box with me. Talked. I even said, "There's Lynn, the one I dated."
Yeah, maybe that's
Oh, I
the
remember
only
that.
Yeah.
the only teacher
I do too.
relationship that I would think of that was wrong was with that 14-year-old that was in Alabama
Elia.
from. I
Yep.
forgot what that was. They had two kids.
But that has nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with me. So
I know that, but I'm just saying
yeah,
that
but
would be bad. But what
they
you
will.
had was wrong, wasn't wrong.
But that has nothing to do with me, and they will
You had
twist.
a good relationship.
For the love of art, though, what I'm saying to you, honey, is they will twist that. Okay, so please watch what you say in here and keep it on subject.
Can anybody fill me in about the Elias situation?
Elia dated a 15-year-old and lied about the age and found the dude on Fortnite. She's a predator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you are, when I swear, you're a role model. Because you dug into. I was thinking in my head, should I get into this Dalton thing, or is he going to start acting like a maniac and start screaming and shouting at me like a banshee? He did it anyway. I was worried about Elias' story and her math.
I had a right to get on all y'all and scream at every one of y'all. Sure did. You called a woman a predator that's not. You literally bashed somebody that's part of my family that you won't ever speak on.
Yeah, but he said apparently that he did put her in her place about it. And that's why I asked him that. I just want to say something. When you put someone in their place, you don't tell them you love them afterwards. Right. And that's why I asked him.
I fixed everything after I thought Elia was telling the truth, and I told her I was sorry, and I did find a love for Elia. I thought she was a good person until I found out the truth. You can have love for people even when they mess up. I didn't know that it was that bad, and when I found out it was that bad, no, I don't respect Elia now. No, I'm not going to sit with her. But you're trying to act like I couldn't love someone when I thought this was how it was?
And some people make mistakes and they learn from them.
But tonight he showed his ass. So he is what they say he is.
No, I'm not. I had a right to.
So there's that. He is exactly who people have been stating that he is.
No, y'all were disrespectful and fucked up, and I had a right to snap on every one of you that said that gross shit over there. And if you can't see that, you're the fucking problem. And I can't wait. Miss B, by the way, she got your information, and because when you sent me all that stuff for your lawyer ex-husband, I gave that to her so she could reach out to him. So Miss B, just be waiting for that court case. Because when you sent me your ex-husband's information to sue these people on here, see, Miss B sent me her lawyers, her stuff to sue y'all. Do you know this? And she was going to pay for me to sue y'all? Do you know that? Miss B played behind y'all's back. And she was going to help me sue every one of you and pay for it. Yep. So you want to tell them that and how I got your ex-husband's name and his actual firm and phone number? Huh? Because I gave it over to Lynn to turn your ass in. I gave it straight over to her when I left that live. So I hope you enjoy that, Miss B.
Who you is again.
And I made sure to tell the law firm, his boss, how you're exploiting him as your ex-husband as a lawyer and he can win the cases because he's the ex-husband and that it could be paid for. So just know you might have hurt your husband's job because you are giving people information how to get a free lawyer and how to sue people on here for free while you're paying for it, Miss B. She screams at everybody. T screams at everybody.
And it's going to keep happening. And that's why I don't need to bring tea here. Y'all are coming out here with your own tea and you're pouring it on the floor. I'm just mopping it up. Every single day, I'm sitting here and people are exposing themselves. And I get called out for it. You did this. I didn't do anything. I didn't drag it out of Dalton. I didn't even know this shit exists. I didn't even know about Elia. I didn't know about Dalton.
I spoke to Elia about it.
If you're gonna sit here,
Not to address it on there or to be drug. Y'all should have went back to your topic and not called her a predator.
And usually it's you. You break your own finger. You try to put it in different holes.
You used it as an example.
Sockets, and one day you're gonna get shocked.
Oh, she just said somebody's going to get SHOT.
Yeah, I see people right
She can say whatever she wants, huh, though, on this internet, right? And she never gets called out for the R word or the slurs or any of the inappropriate comments she's made about race and things, right? We're not going to call this host KJ out for all the inappropriate stuff she says. She called people the R word the other day, literally a week and a half ago. She literally said the FAGGOT word over and over and over after I was called it, literally knowing it
Oh,
was a slur.
I
she
went
said a
after her.
lot of shit that I was like, what the fuck?
So many people wrote me and said she's horrible. The things that comes out of her mouth, she'd never get away with in America. She would never. KJ did. The King John show, the host over there we're listening to right now talking shit.
I just like when she
I saw her the other day. I don't know if you've seen it.
and listening
No, I
and
didn't.
streaming.
Yeah, she said she was
No,
God and
no, they attacked a woman that's in my family, call her a predator when she's not a predator because she dated an 18-year-old that's an adult, which was me, that I still care about and call family. But you don't realize I'm an adult and I hit on that person myself and made the first move and made the passes and we got together, but you're mad because I like older women. I got with older women. But you're trying to say it's predator. I'm a grown-ass man. I was 18. Grown. Grown.
Y'all don't know that, by the way? You didn't get out of the box. I kicked him out. He sat here from day one. And I gave him opportunities to redeem himself. So how are you going to take accountability for this, Dalton? Because I'm a stranger on the internet in South Africa. Do you want to know what, Dalton? I even kept.
I ain't gotta take accountability for shit. Y'all deserved everything I said to you a while ago. Fuck your accountability.
But tell them the truth. The reason why you touch, why you salty, is because KJ kicked you out. You know why?
No.
Because you swore it was bleed. Salty is because KJ kicked you out. You know why?
No.
Because you swore it was bleed.
I had a right to swear at Miss